Orphan, First Kill is directed by William Brent Bell. It stars Isabelle Furhman, Julia Stiles, Matthew Finlan and Rossif Sutherland. In this prequel to the original Orphan, a 30-year-old called Esther, who is stuck inside a 10-year-old's body, escapes an asylum and tricks a family into thinking that she is their dead daughter. She starts to have a father and daughter relationship with their father, but the mother is very curious of her and originally knows that she is not her original daughter. While I'm not a fan of the original Orphan, I feel like it's a fine movie. I don't think it's anything special, so my anticipation was literally non-existent for this film. But I saw some positive reviews, so I was like, okay, maybe there's something here with this. But I really don't get why this film has got so many positive reviews. I think this is a awful movie. It does have its good moments, and it's not the worst film of the year by far. It's in the bottom 5, but there's just literally nothing good about this movie to me. Let's start with the positives. Isabelle Furhman is still great as Esther. I think she did a really good job in the original film, and she still does really good, but we'll get into the problem with her soon. The film was also directed pretty well. I like this one-shot take of Esther escaping the asylum. That was a very cool scene. That was probably my favourite scene in the whole movie, if I'm being honest. So nice little bits of direction, nice little good bits of cinematography. I like the father and daughter relationship between Esther and the father. Forgot his name, that's how forgettable these characters are. But I think it was cute, and I do feel a bit bad for Esther at the end of the movie. But apart from those few things, this is pretty much a dry horror movie. The biggest problem with this film is that it's pretty much tensionless. You know that Esther is going to live 100% because this is a prequel. So there's no tension there, you know she's going to live. So why should I feel any nerves? The scares just do not work. I didn't get scared once in this film. No jump scare made me jump. There was no bits where I was biting my nails or anything. This film's horror is really dry and really just boring. But the most laughable thing about this film that really made me not take this film seriously was that Isabelle Furhman does not look like a 10-year-old in this film. Some spoilers here for the original film. I mentioned it in the introduction, but basically the twist is Esther is a 30-year-old stuck inside of a 10-year-old's body. Now, in the original film, Isabelle Furhman was 12 years old, and she looked the part. She looked really good the part. It also helped that her performance was still very good. Now, while her performance is still very good in this film, she does not look the part. She looks nothing like a 10-year-old. She looks older than what she does in the original film. This is a prequel, and it was just laughable. I couldn't take this seriously. Gone are the days now of recasting. Just digitally edit the face now. They didn't even bother to do that. It looks awful. It looks so laughable. I couldn't take this film seriously because of it. Just recast her. There's so many other girls out there that would love to do this. Just recast her. Don't. I know she's very good in the film, but she doesn't look the part. She's got to look the part, unfortunately. This film also looks incredibly cheap. I know this is in cinemas, but this is not a cinema experience. I didn't see this in cinemas. I saw this on Paramount, and wow, this film was awful. This film looked really cheap, and I'm actually a bit glad that I watched it at home, because at cinema I think it would have just made the film a lot worse. So I'll get praise points for that I watched it at home, but it just looked really cheap, and like the original film looked like a cinema experience. This film just looks like a made-for-TV movie. The CGI also looks really bad. There's a bit right near the end where they're standing on top of this burning building. It looked incredibly fake. It looked like something out of the early 2000s. It looked awful. Also, some of the performances aren't really that good. I love Julia Stiles. I think she's an incredible actress, but in this, she just looked like she didn't really care. Matthew Finlan, who I've never heard of before, I'm sure this guy's a great guy, but he just really wasn't that good in this film. One other thing I did mention is characters' reactions. You've not seen your daughter in nearly 4 years, and the characters just are really uninterested. Like the mother, when she sees her, she thinks it's her daughter. She's like, hello? Hello? I'm like, you've not seen your daughter for 4 years. You should be crying. The father reacts well, but that's it. Like, the mother just doesn't react well. The brother I can understand in terms of the plot in the movie. That one I will let off. But some of the characters' reactions to not seeing her for 4 years is just really off-putting. Again, this film just layers laughable moments on top of each other, to the point where I just can't take it seriously. Orphan First Kill does have a couple of good performances. It's directed well, there's a nice father and daughter relationship, but there's just so many laughable moments. The CGI looks awful, it looks incredibly cheap, the scares are non-existent. I have no idea why this film has got so many positive reviews. This is worse than the original film in my opinion. I'm going to give Orphan First Kill a 3 out of 10. This was a really bad horror movie, and I got to say, if you want to watch this, I wouldn't really go to the cinema. If you want to watch it on streaming, watch it online. Don't go and waste your money at the cinema. But guys, that is it for this review. Next time we're going to be reviewing Beast, which I'm seeing Friday. Really looking forward to this film. And after that, Random Reels episode 3. And then possibly after that, reviewing Bodies, which I'm really excited to see. Thank God this is coming out in the UK soon. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to look at my other videos. And see you later. Bye bye.